Hi, welcome to Rebecca's Macrame Closet, and this is part two of how to make a tree of life. We'll be getting into the details of how to make your rows on this. Again, this is a 10-inch ring, and I'll actually just be showing you the basics of this. I started the first row here, and I accent them with small beads on that, alternating rows on that. So the next part here, I'm just going to actually finish this first row. I take 3 strands and make a square knot working with 3 strands instead of 4 strands. Using my beater, string the bead right onto my tool here and take the cord. Again, this is 2mm cotton craft cord that can be purchased right through pepperell.com. And I try to snug it up close to as close as you can to the top of the row. Basically, I'm just using 1 strand for the middle rows instead of working with the 3 strands. And I continue on, and then finishing the first row, then I'm just alternating, and I make 3 twist knots. And again, you can use a variety of different types of things. This is what I've actually just worked with on that. You can make your own creation by looking at various other designers that have worked with different types of macrame knots. Now to start the next row, then I skip the first 2 knots, or I've skipped the first string to get an alternating here, and then I just make 3 twist knots again. And I'm not going to show you my entire work on this because it actually takes me several hours of working with this on that, but just to give you an idea of the gist of how I'm making. And this all knot makes a spiral knot by having your main loop always occurring right on the same side versus a square knot, you alternate sides. Now, for the sake of this video, I'll just actually show you one more of these knots. Again, I'm just bringing that in back of that middle cord and snugging it, pulling it through. And I do that 3 times on each set. I make, with the 10-inch rings, I make 3 complete rows on that. When I work with the 16-inch rings, I make 5 complete rows. And I always start the first row with the beads that I want to accent it with. Again, if you want, you can actually do something different. You can put beads however you want. You can put them every section. It all depends on your variety and what you want the final product to look like. Now I'm just going to show you this far on that, just for the sake of the video on that. When I get to the end of the row, I'm going to have actually 2 remaining strings, or cords I should say, that will be hanging out. This will actually complete then on the 3rd row. And we'll just pretend that we've got this 2nd row here. To complete your 3rd row, again, now you'll be taking that 1st cord in the same pattern. This gives an alternating look to your design. And just, again, you're just repeating everything all the way across. Now, to make the actual tree of life, this I've actually learned by trial and error on that. Once I'm complete, then I take the ring off and flip it inside here. Then I make a wrap cord around, and I'll show you that process a little bit later in this video. Again, I appreciate you taking time and listening to this video, and stay tuned for update later in this video. Thank you.